Ry615 here. We're here with these sports. Today is Tuesday. What's that date? Say Tuesday, October 1st. Heck yeah. 1st October. Hope y'all ready for Halloween, man. But first of all, we got some sports coming up this week. It's going to give y'all a fright for y'all night. Also, we got little Maggie here as well. Our foster dog. We had the putt-putt competition with Maggie. Her jersey number's number 3. Go Mags. Alright, guys. Let's go ahead and talk about the game last night. We had Titans versus the Miami Dolphins. And we had the Seattle Seahawks at the Detroit Lions. First game came on at 6:30. We got the Titans traveling to visit the Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins. Tua is still out. So last night they had Tyler Huntley in at quarterback. It wasn't the best night for the Dolphins. Let's just say that. They had a good job at running the football, but they could not throw it through the air. What else happened? We had Will Levis. He got kicked out of the game. He injured his right arm. So I believe Will Levis and I think Tua's already out before the game started, but we got Levis out, and we don't know how long he's going to be out with his right arm strain and whatnot. But the good news for Titans fans, we had old Mason Rudolph come in the starting lineup and wheel us to victory. Tony Pollard, 88 yards, 1 touchdown. Go Titans. Now, we move on to our next event of the night. It came on at 7 p.m. The Seahawks at the Lions. Everyone knew coming in that Seattle had a bad run defense. And, of course, we had a night where both the running backs, I believe, scored 2 touchdowns each. And at least had 50 yards rushing apiece. And Geno Smith, 1 touchdown pass. Not too bad for the Seahawks. But the Lions, they came in with a lot of momentum at home and broke the Seattle Seahawks undefeated record. So now the Seahawks will be 3-1 heading into next week. As well, today, we do have the start of the MLB playoffs, which, if y'all are located here in the South, I'm sure y'all are rooting for the Braves. So if y'all watched the doubleheader yesterday, the Braves just advanced to the postseason, so did the Mets. And they both play tonight. So I believe that game starts at 7:30. And they will be playing the San Diego Padres. And it's going to be a hell of a series. Let's just say that. And for Braves fans, I know it's been a hard year. A lot of injuries, a lot of knickknacks. So I just know we're all happy to be here in general. So go Braves. The whole Valley Sports Network, all of them, they done a great job this year. So as far as the MLB goes. And we'll go back to... We also have the WNBA as well. I wasn't going to mention that, but they play tonight as well. I know I'm fairly new myself to the WNBA ever since Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark got, drafted and acclimated on their teams. Caitlin plays for the Fever and Angel plays for Chicago Sky. Of course, she got injured. She's out for the rest of the year. Hopefully she heals, very quickly and whatnot and gets back to her thing. But we got 2 games tonight. As I think they had their game 1 on Monday, or was it Sunday? It was Sunday. So it's going to be the Liberty versus the, gosh, this is embarrassing. I can't call it the Aces. Well, they have Asia Wilson on their team. Literally a superstar player. Should be winning MVP this year for the Aces, Las Vegas. And then we have Connecticut versus, I can't call it right now, folks. I'm sorry about that. I know I am a sports specialist, but we're not all perfect. But, yeah, so we got the WNBA going on. And now you can tell I'm just waiting on League to come back, guys. I'm waiting on LeBron to come back on his farewell tour and show us everything. I love LeBron. I loved him since a kid. To be honest with you, I didn't used to love him. I used to get mad every single time he destroyed the Bulls, but, hey. Sometimes you learn to love things that, you don't see as to be a part of you from the beginning. But things are as they are. Going back to football, since, NFL just started, 3-4 weeks ago now? Titans are now 1-3. And next week, we'll see. We'll see where we stand as far as who's our starting quarterback. I think Mason Rudolph should be our starting quarterback. He is coming from the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers just cleaned house with their quarterbacks and just got in Russell. They got Russell Wilson. He got injured, and then they got Justin Fields as well from the Chicago Bears, and they've been playing exceptionally well. The defense for the Pittsburgh Steelers is still playing well. But let's talk more about Mason Rudolph. Coming from the Steelers, we all know his memorable play with Myles Garrett, when Myles Garrett hit him in the head with his own helmet. And that's kind of how we know Mason. But ever since then, it seems like something got knocked into him. And this dude's the first quarter, his quarterback rating was through the roof. He had 101 quarterback rating. He didn't have any touchdown passes, but all of his passes were like spot on. No picks like Will Levis. If you're a Titans fan, I think that's who you want as your quarterback for next week. Just being honest. Will Levis clearly has a lot more to still learn. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go ahead and say, like, hey, it was a waste of us getting rid of Willis and, replacing him with Levis, which made sense at first. But let's just be honest at this point. 6 interceptions through the first 4 weeks, 0 touchdown passes. I think it's time for a change up, Titans fans. Plus, we're 0-3 with no wins. Coming to the Miami Dolphins, where they just picked up a quarterback off Uber Eats. You know what I mean? They ain't got their starting quarterback there anymore. He was literally just driving down the road, and they picked him up. You know what I mean? He didn't know any of the plays. So we're going to give Titans a little bit of credit for this win. But I think we need to go ahead and start old Mason, get a different game plan going, and just go from there. Because I promise you guys, there's going to be no easier week for football for a team to win than it was this week for the Titans. And they still struggled in the first half. So that's my report. I'm Ry615.